What up, YouTube? In this video I want to talk about like something that I noticed while talking with women. Dang, motorcyclists, so loud. It's something I noticed while talking with women, and that's basically that sometimes you might think that you're getting negative feedback from a woman, but it's actually not negative feedback. And I'll explain what I mean by this. And I believe if you can figure this out, like, it will help you continue to pursue women rather than give up. So for me, like, back when I was kind of right into college, when I would talk to some women, I would sometimes like assume, for example, that if they didn't want to talk about like something that I was interested in, like skateboarding or something like that, or they didn't ask me questions like that about my hobbies, I would assume that they weren't interested in me. But what I came to understand is that some people are just like, they might be interested in you, but they might not be interested in a certain topic that you're talking about. And I always assumed, okay, if somebody likes me, if the girl likes me, that she will take interest in everything that I'm interested in. Like, she will want to do the things that I want to do and try the foods that I want to try and talk about the things that I like to talk about. But that's not always the case. Yes, there are those girls who will like she's not interested, you know, in what you, maybe she wasn't previously interested in what you like, but when she meets you, she will take interest in the things that you like. Such as that maybe she tells her friends that baseball is not interesting, but if she meets you and you like baseball, all of a sudden she will start to want to go to games with you. There's that case too. But like I'm saying, the other case is that some people just don't have an interest in talking about things that they're not interested in, even if they like you. And it's also the same with texting. There are actually, it might be counterintuitive, but there are actually some women who don't like to text, and they will one-word answer you over text. It's simply because they just don't like it, or they don't feel skilled at it, or it's just not of interest to them. So maybe they might, or maybe that's just their texting style. They will 1 or 2 or 3 word answer you, or maybe they're just expecting you to lead. That's another example where they don't feel like they need to elaborate over text. They're expecting you to do the elaborating, you to ask the questions. And that can be complicated, but I really realized this like when I just went on a date with a woman recently, and she really didn't even text me at all before showing up to the restaurant. I thought she's not even going to show up. So I just was walking to the restaurant thinking, oh, she's not even gonna be there, because she didn't text me all day, and even I think I called and she didn't return the call either, but then she showed up, and she will like one word answer me and stuff like that. But when we get together, she's really talkative. So sometimes you have to read between the lines, like you're not gonna receive signs of interest in every area from every person. Like, sometimes there's those people, like I'm saying, women that will start adapting and showing interest in you in every possible medium, over text, over in person, like, but it gets more complicated than that. And maybe you run into that person when they're having a bad day and they don't give you the best reaction, but maybe they will give you the good reaction next time. Or maybe they never open up on the first few interactions. So you just don't know, and that's why you gotta continue. Like, I believe personally that you can continue to pursue a woman indefinitely. I mean, you can't go too hard on it, or you might scare them away. But if you continue to be centered in yourself, even if she says no, on when you ask her on a date, maybe you can keep asking. But I guess that's kind of another topic. But this type of topic can also be the case with dates, right? You might ask a woman, like, for example, if she wants to go to a certain restaurant and she says like, I can't eat that food, or I'm not a fan of that, or I don't like coffee, or whatever, and you think, oh dang, she's trying to shoot me down. she's trying to reject me, but she may be a woman who legitimately just does not want to eat that food that you invite her to, or she does not actually like coffee. So maybe offer an alternative. And well, there's, even when it comes to texting, there's some women that literally might just read your text and forget about it. And that's not because they don't care about you. You're not that high on their priority list, but it doesn't mean that they wouldn't let you go on a date with them if you keep trying. So yeah, sometimes you got to look at things and be like, okay, it's not low interest from her. You got to keep trying. And maybe even if it is low interest, they're lowly interested in you, it doesn't mean they're not open to you. A woman can have low interest in you and still be open to you. This just means you have to continue putting yourself in her space. So yeah, low interest doesn't mean that they're not open. It's getting to know you better. So yeah, I think it's more complicated, and you got to kind of read between the lines and figure that out. But yeah. All right. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.